Hello everybody, welcome back to EU4 Shahanshah achievement run. I'm ParadogsGamer, and I've come to the point now where I think I need to do something else. I mean, if you try to do this achievement, you may be lucky that the alliance will break up or something else will happen that will allow you to actually attack the Timurids. I haven't been lucky like that at all. They have like the strongest alliance in the game. So what I need to do is figure out another way to do this. Well, that way this playthrough can be useful as well if you end up in the same situation and you think, okay, what can I do? So I will pursue that road, yeah, whatever, and yeah, so that new road is to get myself stronger and then simply just attack the Timurids and take them out, because I think I can do that. Now the Timurids are in the Nomad group, which means they have I think it's 75% extra monarch cost, or technology cost. And I'm in the Muslim group, which is only, see, that's annoying. When you go here, you can see here there's steppe and nomads, but it doesn't tell you what is the extra cost for being steppe and nomad. Even here, you can see here it has technology group, nomad group, and there's no tooltip underneath it to say that's 70%, 80%, 75, whatever it is. Now if I go to my own country, you have the same here, I'm Muslim, and then if you go to this tab, you have the same icon. It also says Muslim, and then underneath it says technologies cost 40% extra monarch points. Why not add that here? That way you can look at any country, go to their page here, and then just hover here, then you get it. Now I have to go look it up. But anyways, I think it's 75%. And I only have 40% for being in a Muslim group. So over time, my technology will become better and better compared to the Timurids. And now if I can grow as well, become stronger, then there will be a point where I will be simply able to take them out myself. Okay? So, first of all, let's take a look at our provinces here. Now, if we take a look at the autonomy, we want that to be as low as possible to get the full income and effect from the provinces. This is my capital, that's 0 unrest, 0 autonomy. This is perfect. We go to the province next to here, Gilan. Still 0 unrest, but we have 36.6% autonomy, which is hurting my economy a lot. So I would like to decrease the local autonomy with 25%. So I'm going to go through all the provinces and then just hover on the unrest. If you hover on the unrest, you can see the combined unrest in parentheses, which is currently minus 10.8. So by lowering the autonomy, I will get a plus 10 local unrest modifier. And that won't even bring me above 0%. That means I can freely lower the autonomy without getting any unrest here. You just have to be careful with the modifiers. You have to check them carefully, because if you go up here, for example, Shirvan, this province, and you just see, alright, its unrest is minus 12.8, so I can do the same here. Nope, you cannot. Because if you take a look closer at the modifiers, there's one modifier called autonomy increased, minus 10. So we have recently, well, at least you can't do it anyway, but if you could, we have recently increased the autonomy, so it won't just increase by 10, it will increase by 20, because you remove the minus 10 and add a plus 10 on it. So this one is not going to be possible, even though it isn't possible anyway, so you can't, these two, you can't do anything about that. So Gilan, at least, we should be able to lower the autonomy, like this, and the unrest is still 0. And I don't know if you saw that, but We get a lot more out of this province now than we did before. It will also go down by itself by 0.1 per month. But that would take like 116 months to get it all out of there. Now let's go to the next one here. Hover on up here, it says minus 10.8. That means we can freely lower it. And again, provinces will yield a lot more. This one, minus 10.8 is the same. Now let's look closely here. Tax 1.64 and production 0.8. Now when we lower it, it's 2.14 and 1.04. So that's a big change. Ganja is only minus 6.3. So if I did it here, I would have an unrest of about 3.69%. And I don't want that, so I'm not going to do it here. Tabriz is the next one, and minus 12.8. Autonomy increased, minus 10. So that would be unrest here if I did it here. This one is minus 8. Urmia here is minus 5, and then Elam down here minus 10.8, and we can do it here as well. Then I'm gonna stop supporting the rebels because obviously I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Timurids is as strong as ever, and any small uprising they will take out immediately. So Timurids will not fall apart in this game, which I think is pretty common in Art of War. The Timurids will not fall apart. Let's go ahead and stop supporting the rebels. Now it gives us an increased income. It hasn't come into effect yet. I think we have to take the month, and then plus the better provinces. Let's go ahead and see how that affects our economy. Here we go, 1st of March, and now we're making 6 ducats a month. Before we were only making 1. All right. How does that affect our force limit? Well, we can at least get 1 more for free. Let's see what we have. 6 and 4. Well, we could buy a cannon. Let's go ahead and buy 1 cannon. All right. Now another thing I would like to do is to ally the Uzbeks up here, because they could be a potent ally against the Timurids. So let's go ahead and increase our relations with these guys. All right, and yeah, I think that's it. So now I'm changing my game completely. I will take out the Gazi Comarch here as soon as possible. They are allied to Kara only, and Kara is allied with them, Oman and Hassa. So that's a bit stronger than I am at the moment, but let's see. Let's go and put some claims in as soon as my diplomat comes back home. You can see here I have no claims on them. I do have a royal marriage which I am going to try to get out of. But first let's start and put some claims in here. We can claim all 3 of these except for the all 3 except for the capital here. So Kakati, start with that one. And let's save up some money and build some buildings and all that, get stronger, and take out my neighbors. Yeah, and meanwhile we'll try to stay friendly with the Ottomans, because they are still friendly a defensive attitude towards us. That means should the Timurids attack us, they would be on our side, and that would be the end. That would be the end of the Timurids, at least the end of the achievement run. Royal marriage with Crimea has ended. Okay. And then we're just gonna look out for opportunities. Like we have a Syrian revolt here. I think they will put it down, and the Crimeans can actually walk through. Yeah, the Ottomans and Mamluks will put down that one. Crimea wants to be married again. Let's go ahead and do that. Improvements in trade technology. Diplomatic power. What is our inflation right now? 0.45. Let's keep it that way. Discovered an agent. Masandaran. No guy. So the no guys are the no nice guys. Except the problem with the no guys is that they are allied with Crimea and Timurids. And they are fabricating claims across the Caspian Sea here. Alright, let's just check our advisors. We do have this one diplomatic advisor. I don't think I need him anymore. Let's fire him. He's 63 anyway, so get him out of there. We also have national focus on diplomacy, which I don't think we need anymore. I think we should go militaristic. So let's go ahead and put the national focus down here instead. So 5, 6, 8. And let's see what kind of advices we can get here. Land force limit modifiers plus 10%, plus the extra plus 1 here. I think we'll go ahead and take him. Alright. They still like us, it's okay. Alright. We got the cannon. And we're currently the only ones having cannons. Let's build another one. Enclave of Infidels. What is that? Well, let's gain some ducats. That's fine. And build another cannon here. Yeah, the Ottomans got cannons, but none of the other guys here have. Because you need Tech 7. Okay. And they're the only ones with Tech 7. You can see here Tech 5 for the Mamluks, Tech 6, Tech 5, Tech 6, Tech 5, so forth. And the Ottomans are Tech 8 and I am Tech 7, so I'm a bit in front on that. We will get, with the current pace, we will get military Tech 8 in September of 1501, so that's 7 years from now. A lot of goodies in there. Cavalry shock, infantry fire, combat width, and more tactics. So that's a pretty good one. Let's see, when will you get better troops? That's one more level. Level 9 we'll get Shahanshah infantry. And for the cavalry that is level 10 for the next ones. Cannons also level 10. Move on. No more diplomatic fiddling around. It's time to take matters in our own hands, I think. As long as we stay allied with the Ottomans, we should be good. Nobody wants to attack us. Ottomans are currently embroiled in a war against the Byzantines. Ooh, and also Genoa, Switzerland, Castile, Aragon, the Papal State. Okay. That's a pretty serious war though. Let's see how that turns out. Okay, we got that claim done. Let's go ahead and put in another one. Okay. Now the Ottomans are in debt, so this could be a pretty disastrous war for them. And I'm also watching the Timurids. If we go to the army tab here, you can see they have a full army and a growing manpower, so they are pretty strong at the moment. That may change. I think the Ottomans should finish that war soon. Just take these provinces from them. They're going into Serbia now, and the Western powers will start arriving soon. So we got a lot of money now. Let's build some military buildings here. What about the temples? Not worth it. Oh, protect against Karakorandio. That was interesting. Let me just see here. That means they're in a war with somebody. No. How can I have more military than them then? Or maybe they've been fighting rebels. Let's see, how far down are they? Pretty far. Yep, they got like 5,000 men left, no manpower. So I should actually strike them. I guess it must have been the Syrian revolt here. So what we could do is attack these guys. We do have the claim now, so I got no diplomat at the moment though. Let's go ahead and stop the relations with the Uzbeks. That can wait a little bit. Stop relation and then just let them come home. Anyway, the plan will be then to attack these guys. I don't think Crimea will intervene because they're already in a war, but we'll see about that. At least I got Armenia as well. And then simply take him out first. He's also the stronger of the two, I think. Once he's out, I can go for Kara. I have plenty of land I can take from them. Anyway, the diplomat needs to go home, and we'll put our troops up here. Now let's just see here. I was also tempting to go for these guys because they got no morale. And these guys are in the mountains, so that is difficult. They could just stay there. Anyway, just to check it out here, declare the war. Let's see. Crimea will not get in there because they're in debt, and yeah, that's primarily why they're in the debt. Fighting in another war. Of course, the Ottomans won't join as well. Kara would. And we do have the royal marriage, so that's probably a bad idea. Let's see, if we attack these guys then. That would then attract Oman and Hazar as well. Hazar is these two provinces here. Oman's got 4 provinces down here. So that would be some extra troops to take care of. And we would avoid the -1 for the royal marriage. If we do it this way around, we do get the stability hit. But we could call in Kara as a non-co. Let me see here. Yeah, so if you don't tick this, they will not be able to call in Oman and Hazar, but then it will be more expensive to take their provinces. So that's something to consider. Anyway, I'm gonna put a break in here, think a little about how I will initiate this attack. I will be back with more. Stay tuned. Bye bye.